What's up, guys? It's your boy Swiss Cheems back at it again with another draft video. Except this time I'm over here in this corner, so hopefully my face doesn't scare any of you off. And we're actually doing a draft. We're actually doing a Cons of Takir draft, which I've never done before. So get ready for a little bit of reading. But let's just jump right into it. I believe this is a pretty slow format from what I've heard. I did watch one draft just so I wouldn't be completely oblivious to what's happening. And hopefully that cuts down the reading time a little bit. But here we are for a pack 1 pick 1. Counter target spell unless the controller plays X, and then it deals X damage to the spell's controller. Seems okay, seems like a fine counter spell. Also, I think this format, it's like a 3-color format. So it might be correct to just like pick up some lands early if you don't see anything particularly amazing. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1. If you do, tap target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't, untap during its controller's upstep. I guess that's for the Jeskai. I think the Jeskai is like a spell's matter color type, which is blue, red, white. I'm kind of looking at this Loxodon as I think Morph is a archetype in here as well. So for Morph spells, you can always cast these for 3 mana face down, and they're just 2/2s. And then later on, you can pay its Morph cost, in this case is 6, to flip the creature at instant speed. Wow, they got some fetch lands here too, so I might just want to take that. Hopefully, I hear a bunch of background noise, but hopefully that's not being picked up right now. But right now I'm looking at this Jungle Hollow because I know what that does. Otherwise, let's read. Whenever equipped creature attacks, this deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Delve, target creature is +6/+6. That's pretty huge. 4 mana 3/3 with Outlast. So for the Outlast ability is for the Outlast cost, in this case, 1 green and 1 generic mana. You can put a +1/+1 counter on the creature and tap it. And I think you can only do that at sorcery speed. Again, none of these cards are, really jumping out to me. So I think I might just take the Jungle Hollow here. Or the Mire. Okay, now there's a Temur Charm. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it fights target creature you don't control. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 3, and creatures with power 3 or less can't block this turn. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, make 3 1/1 goblins for 3 mana also seems pretty good. 3 mana to flip. Okay, so you can play 3 mana to put it down face down, and then you can play 3 mana to flip it. Is that the 3/1 flyer that gives something hexproof? Honestly, I think that's also really good. And might be better than picking up a 3-color card. That's kind of close here, actually. Because the Temur Charm is definitely more powerful. But this can go into more decks, I guess. Oh, looks like I picked the Weaver. And now I wish I picked that Charm because we're past a Ice Feather, which is already a 2 mana 2/2 flyer. But if you flip this for its morph cost, it returns another target creature to its owner's hand. So that's really, really good. And I will pick that up here. But I mean, the Weaver also does fit into the same deck. But, we should look at the other cards as well, I guess. 4/2 Hexproof Prowess for 5 mana. 5/3 Morph. Another Long Shot. A 3/3 First Strike Morph. Yeah, I think this is just the best card here. Okay, create X Black and Green Spirit Warrior creature tokens where X is the greatest toughness amongst creatures you control. Or I could take the Temur land, or I could take another Loxodon here. Oh, there's also a Savage Punch. Actually, I think I'm gonna pick that as just some decent removal. This is not a punch effect, it's a fight effect though. And if you have a creature with 4 or more or greater power, your creature gets +2/+2 before it fights. And look at that art. You gotta be crazy to punch a bear. You know, that guy probably got absolutely murdered, but in that moment right here, where he punches that bear, knocks it a little dizzy for a moment, he probably felt amazing. Okay, pick 6. You got a 2-mana 2/2 that can look at the opponent's morph creatures. We got a 4/5. We got two 6-mana 4/5s, but this one has morph and this one has flying. And then put target non-land permanent on top of his owner's library. Again, I don't know how good that is. It doesn't seem horrible. And put 2 counters, untap it. I'm just gonna take the fat flyer for now. 2-mana Surveil 5. They actually have vanilla creatures in this format as well, so this only has flavor text and no other abilities. They don't really into those anymore. When this enters the battlefield, return target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, that's some good value. Maybe we just take that over a 2-mana 2/1. So it is a little far from our colors. What does this do? Ooh, guess we'll never know. Wait, what? Deals 2 damage to any target? Oh, you have to sacrifice it. Okay, okay. Yo, I was like, this card is absolutely busted. Search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield trapped. And it's a 1-mana 0/3. Got a 2-mana 0/5. Or we can just take this flyer. I think I ended up taking the 0/5. Because we do want to survive. Again, I don't know. I don't think this format is very aggressive, but there is a Mardu Warrior deck. Did wheel the Weapon Master, which is a 4/3 first strike, and when it's flipped face up, another creature gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Kind of wish I picked up some of those lands, because I don't really see many of them wheeling. With the top 5 cards, you may put a creature or land from them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. Seems okay as well. Well, let's just stick to the colors. Well, let's just stick to the blue for now. Okay, combat trick. A 5-mana 2/8. Counter target non-creature spell unless its control plays 1. If you control a creature with 4 or more, counter the spell instead. We did wield up Vanilla Elk. Okay, what is this? Target creature defending player controls blocks it this turn if able. I don't know if that's amazing. When it enters the battlefield, if you attack this turn, it deals 2 damage to any target. That seems pretty good. Reveal a green card to morph this, and when it's turned face up, another creature gets trample. Piercer seems like the strongest card, but I didn't pick up those Teamer fixing in the last pack. Again, we don't need red fixings for either of these though. I'm gonna take the Piercer here. There's a Sultai Charm now. Another morph. This card seems pretty good too. If you attack, your opponent has to discard a card when this enters the battlefield. Another Outlast card. Destroy target monocolor creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment, draw 2 cards, and discard 2 cards. We really need to pick up more fixing, but these aren't the fixing cards you want. I think this is really good. Face down creatures, you control get +0/+1, and then whenever a permanent just turn face up, draw a card. We have some decent number of morph already. Honestly, I should be putting all the morphs at like 3. Yeah, no, that's a really good pickup, and I should be prioritizing more morphs now, maybe. Another Sultai land. Makes it easier to play the charm. Also Disdainful Stroke, but I feel like a lot of creatures are going to enter morphed, so I won't really have a chance to counter them. I think Jungle Hall is a solid enough pickup here. Ooh, pick 5. It's okay. Can we got another Sultai land? So yeah, I'll just take that for now. Alright, here's a Sultai card. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, you gain a life. A creep creature has Defender. Other creatures you can control +X/+X. And Trample, where this is that creature's power. There's also a Thornwood Falls, which I'd really like. But I guess this can be pretty good with all the morphs running around. Here's an on-color morph. So 3/4 flyer, and when it deals combat damage, you can draw a card and discard a card. My dog has entered my room and he's walking around somewhere. Where could he have gone? My room is not that big, but I don't see him. Is he under my bed? He might have gone under my bed. Another vanilla 6/5. A morph creature, but we don't really have any red fixing yet. But maybe we can pick some red fixing up in pack 3. Because I would like to run this Piercer if possible as well. 5 mana 2/8 is a fat blocker. I think I like that over the Stroke. Probably won't run either though. Yeah, it's another morph. It is double black, but I guess to flip it, it isn't just a single black. Okay, pack 3. Another Dragon Throne of Tekir. Don't think we want that for our deck. For us, we have a Loxodon or another Palace. You haven't been wheeling any of these Loxodons, so I think I'm gonna just pick it up right now. And it is another morph card, which is nice. Probably aren't running these white cards, so I can cut those out. I'm still hoping we can pick up some red fixing for at least the Snow Rider. Tap our creature, deal 2 damage. Okay. Now we do have a lot of fat that this card has become better. Some hard removal here too. 6 mana destroy a creature. It is pretty expensive. Or we could just pick up the Falls. Or the Highlands if we want the red mana. Yeah, let's do it. It might be more correct to just pick up the green blue, because we're definitely going to run that, where this, we're only running if we decide to splash. Deal 4 damage to any target, and then if you attack this turn, you can deal 5 damage. Again, pretty weak pack for us. Maybe the attendance is okay. 3/5 Death Touch with Delve to make it cheaper, but I don't think we have that many ways to mill ourselves. Or any. Despise could be okay. Your Flyer with Delve is probably fine. Another Morph card. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take another Morph card here. We're all in on the Morph. Take some Hooting Mandrills. 6 mana 4/4, but you can delve to make it cheaper. Don't have many non-creature spells, but we already have like the boon in the sideboard. You could take a throttle. It's just a way to kill something as well. But it just seems kind of slow. Abzan Charm. Turn 2 creatures to his owner hand. Maybe that could be a good way to finish out the game in a board stall. An 0/5 Flying Defender. I like it. And probably just a bunch of other cards we won't play. Here's a way to put some cards in our yard actually for the couple of delve we have. So maybe we run that. I didn't see any cards to recur anything. And I think that would have been pretty nice for this deck. But it looks like we might run the Snow Rider, but we're probably not running the Heart Piercer. As at least a rider, we can pay 3 mana to play as a 2/2. But we have a lot of morphs. Might want to run 18 land to be honest, because we really want mana to flip all these morph cards. Another boon. A naturalize. Maybe run the naturalize. Okay, let's figure out this deck here. So we don't have that much interaction. We have the Sultai Charm, the Savage Punch, Frenzy, and the World. And the Awaken the Bear. The Awaken the Bear is probably worse than the boon, but I guess it's 1 mana cheaper. So I like running the Scout. Are the morph creatures artifacts? Are they? I don't know. It just says you may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3. I guess after a couple of games, if I'll check if the morph creatures are artifacts, and if so, maybe I can consider running this naturalize. But again, these are usually better in best of 3, so I don't particularly want to run that. We do need a couple more playables. So I guess we could run the attendance and the boon? Or maybe just the boon and 18 lands. Because right now we have 16 lands, so we're going to have to add a couple more. I didn't get enough fixing. I wish I got a little bit more. But this is 2, 4, 5 black sources. So let's go to at least 6. I guess we don't need it that. We only need it for... Yeah, we don't need that much black, but let's start off at 6 and see how that looks. And this will be 4, 5, 6, 7 green, 8 green. And it'll be 6, 7 blue. So this is 7 blue sources, 8 green, and 3, 4, 5, 6 black. Okay, that actually looks pretty decent. And we still get to add 1 more land. I guess going 8, 8. 8 blue sources, 8 green sources, and 6 black sources seems okay. We're running a 2-mana 2/1. Alright. So we're all in on the morph plan. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, this is basically the final deck. As you can see, it's crucial we hit 3 mana for all these morph cards. But I don't know if this deck doesn't seem great, and it seems a little messy for sure. But I think it could get a few wins in, especially if we get our secret plans on turn 2 and we start flipping cards and drawing extra. But we don't have any bomb rares or anything, and like I said, this format seems pretty slow. So the longer games go on, the higher chance the opponent finds their bomb in their deck and slams it to win the game. But hopefully we can dodge all that and get a couple of wins. Let's go to game 1. Okay, here we are, my first game of this format. We got a couple of morph cards and a combat trick, so I think this is a keep. Plus we have all 3 of our colors. But opponent with the red, hopefully they aren't too aggressive. And they didn't play anything on turn 2, which is nice for us. 3/1 Prowess. And let's just play this morph card. And it looks like it's not an artifact, it just says creature. And I do think we actually trade here. Because as longer the game goes out, I think it's probably better for us. So I guess we play another Stalker morph. And if we hit a land next turn, we can flip this into a 4/5. Whereas if we play the Mammoth, we need 6 mana to flip it. So let's attack in for 2. And unfortunately we didn't hit our 5th land. So let's just play out the Abomination morphed as well. Opponent passed with 4 mana, which means maybe they're missing a color. They did indeed play a morph card. And I'm just going to swing out here and probably use one of these combat tricks. To give our creatures 2 counters and get rid of their 1,000 wins. Which when it turns face up, it turns all other creatures to their hands. That's crazy. Yeah, let's just attack in for 6. And just keep morphing because we're not hitting our lands to flip our morph cards. But this seems like a 2-2 meta. Alright, there we go. They got access to green, so I'm expecting more castable spells now. Just a 2-2 though. The 5th land is amazing now. And now if they decide to block either of these 2 morphs, I can just flip it and eat the 2-2. Or is this lethal actually? If I give my creature +3/+3 and trample, takes 4 from here, 4, 8, 9, 10. I think that's lethal. 4 damage, takes 3 damage from trample, so that's 7. 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm 1 off. And I can't cast both of these. Okay, so in that case, I will just finally flip one of my morph cards, making it a 3-4 and eating their 2-2. And unless they got some kind of board wipe, this game is pretty much over. Just a 4-4. And we will attack all, but they have decided to concede. So yeah, that was a great game 1 for us, but obviously opponent was missing their green source for a majority of that game. But we'll take it, so I'll see you guys in game 2. Alright, game 2. And we got the Ice Feather, which we can either play as a morph or a 2-mana 2/2 flyer. Solid hand. I'm really tempted to just play this as a 2/2 flyer because we can go even into the morph. Oh, opponent on the hardened skills. So if a counter will be put on a creature they control, they put that many plus another one, so they're probably going for an Outlast plan. And that makes me want to save the flip effect on the Ice Feather. Yeah. Because it'll let us flip any creature that get really big, which I think is nice for us. Ooh, Secret Plans is a decent draw as well. So yeah, let's attack for 2 here. We'll probably just play out our 0-5. I was debating if I wanted to Savage Punch, but I don't think that's necessary on any of the creatures they have right now. So this was 2 counters, making our creature have 5 toughness. So I could totally attack it here, and if they decide to double block, I will kill their captain. And if they don't, now I could either just play this unmorphed, but because we have the Secret Plans, I think it's just better to play out all the morphs we can, because when they flip, we do get to draw a card. So this not only, for 1 mana, they can give itself a counter, but it also gives all other creatures with counters +1/+1 trample. Okay, what is this? Whenever this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target tapped creature you control. If a non-token creature an opponent owns would die, or a creature card not on the battlefield would be put into the opponent's graveyard, exile it instead. 3 mana 4/4 that gives other creatures counters is pretty pretty good. And obviously they get 2 counters here because of the hardened skills. Once again, I think we attack with both creatures because we have the boon in our hand. And now if I flip this, I can bounce one of their creatures. Probably the captain. Yeah, I think that's okay. And we do get to draw a card as well. Land was a good draw, but I wish it was untapped. Actually, no, even if it was untapped. Yeah, if it was untapped, we could have played out our Bombination. So I'm hoping I can just win this game in the sky, because these are both flyers. Before they can get too many creatures, too many counters on creatures. Yep, that becomes a 4/4. Just block one of those. And ping him again. So I could boon a plus Savage Punch here. Hit him for 4 additional damage, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not quite enough here. I do think I want to kill this though, so I could just do it anyways, even though it doesn't kill them. And have a 4/4 flyer. But again, I could put the counters on this as well and make them chump. Or take a lot down. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna do this. And then fight their 4/4 here. And then we can attack for 8 here. And if they don't chump, they go pretty low. And hopefully these flyers can just finish them off. Obviously, we just hope they tap out for some random ground creature. We flip this into the flyer and kill them. Yeah, I think we just go for the kill here. Good game. And we can swing for 5 in the air and kill him. Nice. 2-0. Honestly, this is a great start. This deck is performing better than I thought. But let's see if that holds in game 3. Game 3. Not an amazing hand, but I don't think it's a mulligan. So let's keep it on the draw once again. I feel like we've been on the draw for both of the games so far. Opponent with a 2/2 Prowess. That is definitely an issue. And I think I'm just gonna play out the block as at 0-5 to stem the bleeding a bit. Yep. And then next turn, we probably play the Rider, and the turn after that, we can play the Ice Feather plus flip it to get some tempo going. As they're going to make a tempo play here, trigger both their Prowess, and get rid of our only blocker. Let's play the tapped land, as we're only going to use 3 of our mana this turn. But yeah, the opponent's going to get in for another 6 next turn, and we're on a fast clock. Really strong short from the opponent. And again, yeah, another tempo card here. Okay. It's actually an okay draw. Is it instant speed? It is. Yeah, I guess we just play it out and try to trade for the Wind Scout, because they need 2 non-creature spells to make its toughness 3. And then we can just Sulphite Charm the Seeker. Another Scout. They decide not to attack here. Interesting. Do I want to kill the Flyer or the Seeker? I guess because the Seeker's easier to block, I probably just want to kill a Flyer here. They might have a protection spell. Nope, okay. And honestly, we could just Whirlwind for a little bit of tempo here. Or we could pay 6 mana to untap our Flock. Don't know what's better. We don't have our red source, so we can't flip our Snow Rider yet. I think I'm just gonna flip my Flock this turn and pass the turn back over. Okay, they can sacrifice that to kill my Flyer. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Could just play a 4-5 this turn, let them trade here, and then try to punch the Scout. I think I like doing that. It is a little risky though, if they have another way to kill my Flyer. They can get in for 5 damage, put me to 2. But I think if they had a way to kill my Flyer, they would have already. Okay. Oh, I guess I have this 05 as a blocker as well, so this isn't the worst. Though I might need to chump one of the 4/4s here. Yeah, that definitely does suck, though. I was hoping to fight with my Stalker next turn. I could double block here instead of jumping. It's close, because if we lose our creatures though, we lose both our guys, but we can't flip this 2/2. It's just 2 damage to any target. Yeah, we don't want to go that low. I think I'm gonna do this. Another Flyer is actually a decent draw. But if I bounce these, they can replay both of them out because they have the banner. Again, just 1 mana off from playing this and then Savage Punching. So I could just Whirlwind this turn and hope I draw a land next turn. That way I can Abomination plus fight. It is an instant speed spell as well. So I think I like going for that. Let's return them after blocking. Do have a counter spell. So we're taking an extra damage. I guess I should have blocked the scout, but I didn't, hoping they would cast a creature spell, and we did not draw a land, but I guess we can boon a plus punch here. It's pausing, so they might have something again. But I think it might just be pausing for the sack here. Anyways, we're gonna go for this. I guess it's pausing for the Scald sack, as they can deal 2 damage to my face. We're at 2 life, opponent is at 31, so we definitely have a little bit of a fight ahead of us. Fortunately, this can't attack because it has Defender. Do I want to morph both of these? I think so. Or I guess morph one and just play out the other. It's probably better. Just kidding, I'm 1 mana off. And I guess I should have held on to the land because this thing loots whenever it deals combat damage. But we drew 1 anyways. And we can loot these lands away. I'll hold the life gain land in case we do want to gain that life later on. Yeah, but let's just keep beating down here. Maybe opponent is flooding out a little because they haven't played any spells in the last couple of turns. And it's looking like we're stabilizing. And I'm just going to gain 2 life in case they have some kind of reach. I know there are cards that deal like 4 damage to any target, so we could just definitely die from him drawing one of those. And then the draw 2 cards was a good draw for them as well. 3/3 Flying Trampler. Also a pretty good draw. I really want to attack with both my creatures so I can get a loot. But then we die to any single removal. I think I'm gonna get a little greedy. This is definitely a risky play. And obviously that isn't what I was looking for, but hopefully they cannot remove the flock. I will just block here. Okay, that was good for us. And yeah, I'm gonna keep swinging out. Whoa, that's a lot of land. I definitely thought I'd draw something. So I'm keeping the untap open on the block. And that's why I cast this as a morph instead of the 4-5. But okay, I didn't think we were going to come back from that. The opponent had an amazing start. So 3-0. So even if we lose the next 3, at least we got 1,000 gems out of it. Alright, see you guys. Game 4. Alright, game 4. And we actually have a 2-drop? That's crazy. This 2-drop's gonna get in like 6 damage. But again, we are on the draw. So maybe this is only getting in like 4 damage. Whoa. Does the opponent... Hey, know what's up with the Wetland Somber, what can I say? Not much to think there. My chair's feeling a little wobbly, so if I fall... You know what? If I fall, the chair breaks and I fall mid-draft, it's pretty good content, right? So I'm kind of hoping for it. But yeah, the leg is like... It's like doing a little jive. It's grooving whenever I shift my weight. Alright, we got a couple of options to morph here. But let's start with attacking first. Because I will trade my 2-1 for their 2-1. I think that's a fair exchange. And I'm gonna get the... Do I want the Weaver online or do I just want to play the Flock? Because they both still attack for 2 next turn. It's unlikely that I'm gonna flip the Weaver. But yeah, I think I'll play the Flock. And if they have some kind of removal, I'm okay if they kill this one over the Mistfire Weaver. And we got another Jeskai deck from the opponent. But yeah, let's get in for 2 damage here. And I'll just play out the Stalker, because we can flip that for 5 mana next turn if we choose to do so. Here we go. Expecting something from the opponent. Just a bounce spell. And they do get to see what the morph card was. It's good to know. 3/3 double striker. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big, big problem. And I guess I'm okay with 2 for wanting myself. If they block. It also has Prowess. Yeah, this is pretty bad. That's gonna kill us real fast. We're hoping to just draw a removal spell for it, I guess. Just wondering if the Loxodon is a better play than the Stalker. Could also just straight up play a 4/4, but that's probably gonna get a little cheaper the more cards we have in our graveyard. I feel like they both accomplish the same thing, but obviously we have 5 mana for sure, whereas we don't have 6 mana, so we might not be able to flip the Loxodon. Could also flip this into an 0/5 and give it +3. But obviously if they have any non-creature spell, this becomes a 4/4 and that does not work. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play the Loxodon. And hopefully draw a land. it. They are targeting the correct cards with their removal. Yeah, blocks for our turn. Did draw land, so we can just hard cast the Stalker now. Do I want to take 8? Like, I don't think I'm chump blocking, so again, I'm gonna attack for 2 here. Like, we're about to get soloed by this twin. It is a rare. So I guess if we were gonna get sold by a card, it would be a rare for sure. They're not attacking straight away, so I think that's a good sign. And we can cast this for 3 mana if we block the Stalker and they have some kind of interaction. And our Stalker goes to the yard, which will mean we can cast the Mandrills and keep open the Awaken the Bear. And if we draw land, we can also, for 1 mana, flip this into an 0/5. Yeah, let's see what they got. Solid card for the opponent. But yeah, let's get in for 2 damage. And delve 3. Pass the turn. That, like I said, we get to keep open the Awaken the Bear, so we get to block if they attack. And if they don't do anything, it just trades. And if they try to do something, maybe the Awaken the Bear can save our creature. Damn it. Probably the worst case scenario. Three, 4, 5, 6 mana. Three, 4, 5, 6. I think I play a Morph and keep open the Awaken the Bear. But pretty much more interaction probably wrecks us. And they got a Morph of their own. Let's go for the double block. But maybe I should have just blocked with 1 creature in case they killed my flyer instead of my 0/5. Resolve? Okay, it did resolve. But I was maybe I should have kept my flock alive instead of the Weaver. Because I'm guessing this probably has like 4 attack. So I could have blocked with my O5 next turn. That might be a mistake that can cost us here. You're looking at the graveyard, they might have some Delve. Yeah, Treasure Cruise is probably the worst thing we could see here. Just revealed their entire hand. Gain a HP. And just play out the Hooting. Mandrills. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. You can play this out for 4 mana, but it doesn't let us keep open the flip for this or the boon. So I think we just save our cards in the yard for the one other Delve I believe we have in the deck. An opponent with 5 cards and a Morph on the board. We're not looking too good. And they're also taking their sweet time. They're probably like, oh, look at all these cards. I can kill them in so many different ways. Okay. Are they gonna flip? They did not flip. That's probably lethal. Ooh, maybe it's not lethal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana for 9 mana if I want to morph this and play the boon. I think I'm just gonna morph and pass. Their creature hexproof. That's okay. So I think I bounce. Their Weaver here. And try to trade with their Scald. But that flyer, if they just play out their flyer this turn, we need to draw something for it or we're dead next turn. These apes should have reach. That doesn't do it. Our only hope is that they decide not to attack, but it looks like we're dead here, and we're just gonna have to move on to the next game. This does not give reach, this doesn't have reach, this does not have reach, and we're dead. It was a good streak, but we'll see you at the next game. Okay, we're on the play, finally. Our first game on the play, and we have a good hand. I think I'll probably morph the Ice Feather once again. And play out the Archer's Parapet? Parapet? And yeah, let's let the morphing begin. We do really want to hit our 5th land with this hand so we can start flipping these 4/5s. That obviously was not a land. I don't want to trade my morph here, so I'm just gonna play a stalker face down and pass the turn. Hopefully we do draw a land this turn. We did not. And I'll attack for 4 here. Because we have the boon to save our creature. And I'm okay with letting that one trade. And I will just flip this right now to bounce their flyer back to their hand. Just slow them down a bit, but they're hitting all their lands. So this feels like a little bit of an issue for me. I really want to play at the Loxodon, but again, it's safer to just play the Stalker. But we're going for greed out here, and hopefully we hit a land next turn to flip the Woolly. The boon on our flyer is also just really good for us. That's fine. But yeah, they get to see that it is a Woolly Loxodon, so get some more information by bouncing that. Just make sure to ping them for 1. Then no land. It's pretty bad. Attack for 2. Yeah, I think I do like saving this and turning it into a flyer. Because if they can't kill this big flyer, they are on a fast clock for sure. So I think I'm gonna block here. If it's a Woolly, they get me, but I feel like every other morph I've seen either has like 4 attack. What is that? 6 mana, 6/6 trample hexproof. It's fair. Seems fair. Okay, we really need a land next turn. And hopefully they don't have a way to fight, but 6 mana, 6/6 hexproof is real bad. Fun and interactive game of Magic. Another morph. We did hit our land. And honestly, I think I'm going to Savage Punch that. Gets in 2 extra damage here. And it makes sure they can't just flip their morph next turn. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. As they would have been able to flip and bounce one of our creatures. No blocks here. I definitely would Whirlwind if this wasn't hexproof. But I think I just attack with both. And flip. So I just gotta hope they don't have 2 damage. Ooh, gaining a life is pretty good for them as well. as a flyer isn't lethal if they have a chump blocker, but we do have the Whirlwind to bounce a couple chump blockers, which is nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna return their scout back to their hand here. And hopefully kill him. Yes, okay, again, another real close match. Whew, I mean, never didn't have it. Too good. All skill, no luck. I mean, I'm just built different, guys. What can I say? Alright, 4-1. See you guys at the next game. Alright. Again, the morphs just make these hands keepable, but I don't feel like it's a great hand. But I don't, again, it's not a mulligan just because, yeah, we have 2 morphs in our hand. So yeah, let's keep it. Again, on the draw. But, I mean, I think we've been doing pretty well on the draw, so not a huge deal. Maybe the draw play is not as bad in this format. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a Death Frenzy in this deck. Ooh, a 2-3. I can't Death Frenzy a 2-3. Other warriors also get +0/+1. Yeah, looks like opponent is probably a warrior deck. So we need to find a way to kill this. Whenever non-token creature attacks. Okay, it's a rare. So yeah, whenever non-token creature attacks, create a 1/1 goblin tank creature. Sacrifice this. Creatures you control gain +0/+3. It's so bad for me because now the -2/-2 won't work because you can just I think I want to double block this though. Oh, wait. Small chance. Small chance. And we're gonna have to double block the 2/3 once again here. I'm surprised they used that so willy-nilly. Again, I feel like they have a combat trick, but we just need to get this 2/3 off the board. God. Alright, that's probably game over then. Three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, not much to say there. Just couldn't kill their chief, so creatures were just a little bit too big for this. Guess I could have cast this last turn, but killing 2 1/1s just didn't seem worth it. And yeah, no matter what we do, we're dead, so... it's really unfortunate. If they had just any other 2-drop aside from this 2/3, I think we would have easily won that game. Okay, we are 4-2. We're on the ropes a little bit here. Don't have a blue source in this hand, but we don't need it for a little bit, so I'm gonna keep this. Because we got a 2, a 3, a 3. And hopefully we just find one of our 8 blue sources in the deck. 2-mana 2/1. Blue card. That's not what I wanted to draw there. Opponent on the Teamer deck, probably also morph. Okay, we did draw our blue. And let's morph out the Weaver, as we might be able to flip that. It's gonna be a morph versus morph. I'm honestly just hoping that they don't draw a land next turn, because I feel like you need 5 mana for a lot of these flips, but they did. They did draw a land card. So I guess they're debating if they should attack. Yeah, I think that's a good attack. I'm just gonna block the 2/1 and not the morph card, just in case it's like a 5/5. Like that. Not great here. Don't mind trading this morph for theirs, so we'll attack with it. And we're just gonna pass and flip our 4/5. It's pretty good for them. If 3 mana. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to eat here. Nice. That's really good for us. And now we can actually Savage Punch their Rider as well. And all of a sudden we're looking quite good. Let's just play out our 2/1. And we can keep open the ability on our archers. Yeah, I think they made a mistake by attacking with that morph card. They must have forgot that I could morph at instant speed. Let's ping them for 1. Yeah, I think I just... I feel like I should just flip this right now. This frenzy is so awkward right now. I think I'm just gonna attack all. I don't want him to trade with this. Okay, I'm gonna morph. Give 4/5 hexproof. Guess I could have gave the hexproof to itself. Maybe that was a little safer here. But it doesn't seem like they have anything. Just because the last 2 turns when I tried to fight their creature, they didn't respond in any way. So yeah, they're dead in the air if they don't deal with a 3/1, because this will deal 1 damage. Okay, a rare. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in your graveyard. And then if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you can put 2 creatures on the battlefield instead. Alright, so they got 2 creatures here. Wait, did they miss? Oh my god. That's so unlucky, wow. Well, I think it's unlucky. Maybe they're not running many creatures in their deck, but god damn. That's GG. That's just how Magic works sometimes. Damn, no creatures in the top 8. Wow. We'll take it. 5-2. Hopefully we can get 2 more wins and get to that 7-win trophy. Not a great hand, but we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop, so I'll keep it. Could be worse, right? And it seems like most of the time that I keep these lower hands, it seems to work. It works out anyways. They got 2 05s. So hopefully, yeah, if the opponent is a bit of an aggressive deck, this might just work out for us. Yeah, I think I just like playing this as an 05 instead of a 2-2. Let's go. And now we can play this Morph out. You need a black mana for a Sultai Charm. They do have Teamer, so I'm worried about the 5-5 once again. That would be brutal. Don't like that either. And just have a bunch of combat tricks. Yeah, this does not look great for us. Oof. A 6-4. We have to block, and we can't just destroy that, even if we draw a Black Source. Okay. I mean, we drew a Black Source, but again, it's 3-colored, so it's not gonna end up well for us. Yep, we have to block this. Yeah, it's gonna kill us, eh? It's gonna kill our O5s. And I don't have enough mana to cast both of these combat tricks either. I really want to cast the Boon to get the 2 counters on this so I can block this next turn. Yeah, so I guess this is our best bet. But if they have any interaction, we're probably screwed. Oh, actually, I could just save this instead. But, of course, if they have a combat trick, we are... +6/+6 will do it. It will kill our card. Okay. Really unfortunate. Again, we're 1 HP off from awakening the bears and killing that. I guess we kill the face down card before it flips. Or I could draw 2 and discard 2. Ah, it's gonna be such an unfortunate way to lose. Just missing those lands have been really bad for us. Plus, I think we were on the draw as well, right? So they got 2 Actually, I don't even know if we're on the draw, but... Yeah, I think we just killed a flip card before. Oh, wow, it's colorless. Okay. Alright, things are even worse than I thought. We can't even kill their flip card. Because I'm assuming when they flip this, it's going to be 3 colors. And we won't be able to Sultai Charm it. I feel my chair giving out too. Ignore that, ignore that. My chair is giving out. And my hope is giving out. This is not a good combo. Oh, a 5/9 with Island Walk. That's nice. Whenever this attacks, exile it, return it to the battlefield under your control, and attacking at the beginning of the declare attackers step on your next turn. What? So it takes 2 turns to attack because it's a turtle? That's actually really funny. I mean, I guess we can kill that. Yikes. Yeah, like if we play any of these, we have a chump block. Let's just go fast. Let's try to play this out before my chair gives out from underneath me. Yeah, and I probably should have played the Abomination out instead of the Rider, but I guess we need red to flip this anyways, so never mind. I think I did play out the right morph. Come on, Joko. You're prolonging the inevitable here. Oh god. I can feel my chair giving out. This is so bad. I take it back. I don't want the content. I'd like to keep my chair in one piece. Thank you very much. Six, 10, 12. It's a little aggressive, honestly. They could have just used their Tusker to kill the morph instead. And, oh, wow, the Soundbird draw. Yes, we're saved. We're saved. Alright. I mean, 5 wins is really good, especially because I've never drafted this before, so can't be mad. Got our money back. And I didn't break my chair, which is good, but that leg is not gonna last much longer. But thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace.